Hey guys, what's up? It's Sean, Autotopia LA. I'm back down here with Nick at SoCo Auto Salon. We were just here recently shooting the C30. You said this is the first full build that you guys have produced in-house here, correct?
Yeah, exactly. This vehicle is kind of what made this shop happen. It's a 29 Ford Model A. It's chopped. It has a small block Chevy. It's on air ride all four corners, which is kind of uncommon on a straight axle vehicle.
Yeah.
We kind of made that work, so it actually lays out like on the ground, can't open the doors, lays down flat, you know what I mean? So.
And the small block Chevy, what kind of power are you making with this?
Right now, we just got it, we just went to West Tech and got it down tuned. It's a hair short of 300 horsepower and it's 387 foot-pounds of torque to the wheels.
Do you know the weight of this?
1,600 pounds. It's dirt, it's light, man. It's,
you know, because 300-ish horsepower doesn't sound that
like much,
impressive,
but when you're in,
you go, yeah, but it doesn't even weigh 2,000
your
pounds.
power to rate ratio comes into play big time there.
Yeah. Now this one, like, you guys have built kind of everything on this pretty much.
From the front wheel to the rear wheel, everything has been us, man. From
chassis,
everything. Man. So the first thing you see up front is we went with the Walden Speed Shop. He makes these bitchin', they're Kinmont style brakes, but under those covers, it's a Willwood 4-piston caliper with a 12-inch rotor, so they look good and they actually function. You get the drum style look. Exactly, and they actually function.
Yeah.
You go up here, our fabricator built this Radiator Shroud. As you can see, it kind of gives that little bit of an Art Deco look. Most of the time you see a really unfinished radiator shell. Yep. This one's all closed in.
Yep.
Electric fan. Then you keep going forward. Stainless steel radiator hoses. It has Hillborn EFI stack injection. Another big focal point is the headers, man.
Yeah.
So we had our friends over at Raven Metal Works. We were like, hey, we need some one-off bitchin' headers for this thing.
Yeah.
We work together.
But it's just beautiful. I mean, the welds are like, it's flawless.
They hit them at the park, man. They did a really good job on those. One big subtle thing we did was it's a legacy sliding rag top, but usually when they produce these, they're made to just sit on top. So what we did is we recessed it in, so it sits flush with the body, and obviously it's a functioning sliding rag top. Yeah.
What is this filler here? Is this fuel?
That's the fuel. There's a 12-gallon tank back there, man, and it's kind of like an Art Deco style cap. I mean, it functions, it works, man.
Oh, that's so bitchin'.
Yeah, it actually works, man. It functions and it does its job.
What's the rear end in the car?
It's a Ford 8.8 rear end. 8.8 with, I think we has a 373 gear in the rear.
So is the frame based on anything, or is this?
Custom frame, man.
God, I mean, these hard lines are, like, this is artistry down here. Now, do you guys work with an interior shop for your interior stuff?
So this one was done by Ray's Interior out of Anaheim.
Okay.
And Brandon is very involved in the build process, and he was there once a week with interior guys, making sure everything's going smooth, getting colors right, picking materials out right. So that's why it came out the way it does, man.
Stunning. Yeah. I mean, again, all the gold stuff that you guys have worked in here.
Definitely, man. So when you go inside, another focal point too is the dash. We made a custom dash for it. The center gauge.
Okay? Can I go in and sit down? Yeah,
of course.
I don't know, man. If Brandon does, I'd imagine I can fit in here. He's just a little bigger than me. Holy shit! And you don't have adjustment on this seat, do you? You sit here.
It's locked in. It's tailored for the owner, man. We did a custom dash. The center set, we grafted in a center section from like a shoebox Ford. So this isn't like the original dash, you know what I mean? So then it's a classic instruments gauge cluster, so you can actually monitor everything, make sure everything's good.
And there's stereo hidden somewhere in here, obviously.
Oh yes, there is. We got 4 focals.
Not that you would hear any of the audio.
Tall, low car shifter.
Yeah. Dude, it's so radical.
Then also too, as you can tell by those headers, it's a little bit loud when you're driving. So we have a PCI intercom system, so you and your driver can talk to each other and protect your hearing a little bit. There's a fuel tank we mentioned earlier. It's all hard lined through the floor.
That's your fuel tank right there?
Yes, sir.
How many gallons is that?
12 gallons. And it's modified with it has a fuel center. It's all modified for that. It's a fuel pump in tank. Here's your fuel gauge, and this is the filler that goes to that cap we were talking about earlier.
That is so slick. Man, slick car you guys built, dude. I'm really, truly impressed, you know? I mean, it's not, like I said before, it's not our style of what we typically shoot, but our approach is always the same. When we see something that knocks us out, I always have to ask, can we shoot it, you know?
Of course.
You guys, what we're gonna do is throw cameras in the car so we can go do a little bit of driving stuff. Don't know how Paul's gonna fit the cameras in here. and then we're gonna introduce you to Brandon. Brandon owns the car, owns the shop, and owns Nick.
Oh, wow.
Well, let's camera up and go for a drive. Wow, dude, crazy your view here. It's a trip, bro.
So yeah, that's why, like, if you sit back, you'll kind of like slide your seat a little so you can see what's going on.
Plus, you look a lot cooler.
or when I'm coming into something I can't see, I'll jump up.
Yeah.
You know, to try to see what's going into it.
Yeah. So what's the Betty Who on there for?
So my buddy Ruben, friend, 25 years, we've always been kind of competitive building whatever we build.
Trying to outdo each other.
Yeah, always.
Yeah, yeah.
So his car's called Black Betty. So it's a 29, and so when I was building this, I had to make sure I let everyone know who Betty Who was. Boy, they must land on them.
Dude, this thing is not quiet. It's kind of crazy because at idle it's not that gnarly. I mean, it is. But you lightly get into it and it gets loud. Wow, this thing's so bitchin'. I can't get over the sound of it, man. It's not, you know what I mean? There's loud, obnoxious, that sounds like shit. This sounds incredible. This thing sounds so tough. By far one of the most outrageous vehicles we've shot yet. Absolutely love every detail they've done on this car. So if you think your car fits what we do, send us an email at shootmyride@atlamerch.com. Look forward to hearing from you, and we'll see you in the next one. All right, you guys, later.